Chapter 2. I've come from that way and he's directing... Oh, let's see what's up here first. Going to the mansion where the servant is missing. Is that correct, Watson? It's not this way.
Not much further now.
Is this the one, Watson?
Is this lousy attitude of yours because of my altercation with Inspector Lockhart? Did he put you up to this?
Sir, the inspector has nothing to do with it. I'm telling you the same thing I tell anyone seeking a missing person.
Good day, gentlemen. Forgive the intrusion. Captain Stenwick, this is my colleague Sherlock Holmes, the consulting detective I told you about.
At last, a professional. This useless officer refuses to do anything about Kimmy here, my missing servant. What was your name again? I shall be certain to inform your superiors.
Sergeant Ruffles, and it's my superiors who made this decision, sir.
Have there been other disappearances lately?
Of course, here and there. But when life is tough and opportunity comes knocking, you can't blame those who answer.
Why has the police department decided not to help?
We investigate murders, thefts, fraud, arson, real crimes. A servant walking away from his master is not our highest priority. That said, if we find Kimahia breaking the law, we'll be sure to notify Captain Stenwick. Now, I must be off. Best of luck in your search.
You heard that, didn't you? The way that man spoke to me. I shall need your written testimony, then we can lodge a complaint.
Captain, perhaps Mr. Holmes' time is better spent learning about your servant, so that he may begin his investigation.
Ah, yes. Quite right. Fire away.
Tell me about Kimahir.
He's foreign. A Maori. All the way from New Zealand. Biggest man you've ever seen, and as strong as two. Dark hair and fearsome tattoos. He doesn't speak a whit of English. Never bothered to learn. But I made do with pointing. I invested a lot of money in him, so he must be found.
When did you last see your servant?
Kimmy here normally brings me the morning papers, but yesterday I had to get them myself. He must have escaped the night before yesterday.
May I see your servant's bedroom?
His shack is in the garden. You can't miss it.
Did you search the room?
Of course, but only to check he wasn't lying dead inside. Everything seemed normal at a glance.
Is there any reason Kimahir may have left?
I should think not. He had all he could have wanted. Gainful employment, new clothes, and all the cabbage he could eat.
I take it this is the first time Kimahir has vanished?
Undoubtedly. The man seemed terrified of the city. I think it was all the noise. He never left this estate. Should he cause any damage, I will bear the responsibility, for it was I who rescued him from savagery and brought him here to England in the first place.
Did Kimahir make off with anything of value?
Heavens, no. I would have mentioned it to Sergeant Ruffles.
Still, he must have fled with some money on his person.
No. I kept his wages in my safe. For security.
All right, Captain. I think I have enough to get started. We shall first take a look around the mansion.
Go ahead. I'll be here, mentally drafting my complaint.
Stenwick makes his servant live in a tool shed. You think you know someone.
Not around this way.
Why are you still here?
You behave. What do I do with this? Right. Blood?
Chewing
Oh.
tobacco.
Oh, footprint.
A shoe print, roughly size 11, with a worn-out sole. These are a workman's boots.
Something I can't do yet, is it? Ah.
Could have left these tracks. They seem fresh. This lock is quite unusual. It appears that the key should be bent to the right.
Princess's personal bodyguard toured London while duty, but never returned from an airwalk. A knee print.
Looks like a knee print. Someone knelt here. The amount of chewing tobacco suggests they were waiting a while.
Amazing, Mr. Holmes. To read the ground like an open book.
Imagination to reconstruct the past. What's that? Bit of fabric.
A scrap of Hessian. These were sturdy boxes. It would have required a serious blow to break them.
What is this? Rice? Horse
Impressive.
feed?
The sack of grain retained the shape of an impact. Someone hit their head here.
Oh yeah. A shovel? Oh no, what is that? Spyglass.
A small navy spyglass.
I say. Some kind of flute instrument. Anything inside?
A Maori nose flute. Ngurus, they're called. Clothes made of Hessian. Is Stenwick really so miserly?
Bone?
Button jobs. The remains of a meal.
What is this? Oh, it looks like a rock.
A heavy chemical odour. Lend me your nose, Doctor.
Ah, I'll never forget that smell after my time in Afghanistan. That's an opioid, Mr. Holmes, a narcotic.
The ashes are long since cold.
And the window.
Is this a Tanifa, a Maori water spirit? Or something else?
Either way, it's giving me chills.
Whoa. Oh, okay, so he was having his opioid. Probably looked out of the window, saw that motif, got panicked, fell back here, tripped over the boxes, face first into there, ran outside and hid behind the statue.
Do you think Kimmy here had an accomplice in his escape?
Problem solved. Is there a mind meld? Shall I go with that? Because that was kind of... Oh, I can't pin it. It's only 2 blues and a grey. None of those. I've not discovered all points then, have I?
Are you joking? Why would I know this?
I came across a pile of Hessian clothes in the shack. Are they Kimahir's?
Yes. I had to give him something to clothe himself. He seemed unfazed by his bare skin, but I found it distracting.
Is this spyglass familiar?
I don't recognize it.
Could it be Kimahir's, perhaps?
I doubt it. I never saw him with it, nor could I suggest how he might have come by it. I thought you were meant to be intelligent.
The door to your garden has an interesting lock.
Yes, I have uncommon locks on every door of my mansion. It makes them harder to pick. Kimmy here and I both had a set of keys.
I'll need to borrow them.
No, you'll need to do what I tell you to do. Examine the garden.
Shut up, fool.
Where on earth are you going with this?
Shut up, man.
Do you happen to know Kimahir's shoe size?
I wouldn't have the foggiest, but I'm sure it was enormous. Not that it matters. He spent his life barefoot. Despite my best efforts, he simply did not take to shoes.
Has Kimahir ever indulged in tobacco?
No, the man doesn't even drink.
Are you certain? I found chewing tobacco in the garden.
I controlled Kimihir's expenses since he struggled with the currency. I would have known if he used tobacco.
Is that all? Oh. Oh, piss off.
Yes, Stenwick is no angel, but he's one of my few clients. Please, try to remain courteous.
If you find my man, I have a marvelous whiskey with your name on it.
Head outside and see where the tracks lead. Oh, there's more. Why has that changed? Oh, looks like I had the spyglass here. Oh, there was two.
No air
Got
coming
on.
through it.
This disappearance is intriguing, no? I cannot make head nor tail of it.
Ah, here we go. Nowhere coming through, and then we've got this.
The rag reeks of smoke. Someone plugged the chimney.
Where's he gone? Oh, stood on the outside. So an unknown person. An unknown person plugged this, which made him lose consciousness. Oh, piss off, man. Oh, I give up. What are you pinning there, you wanker? Scandinavian Prince's personal bodyguard toured London while off duty but never returned from late night walk. Police are currently conducting a search. Do I have to arrange these in a certain way, or...?
This lock is quite unusual. It appears that the key should be bent to the right.
The person was hiding here with the blocking down there. And it was... or would they be hiding here watching him? And then once he goes to the chimney... he's got something in his hand there. Oh, well, it looks like it's him to begin with. And then somebody else. See if he's got anything further to say.
This dreary rain is making a miserable day even worse.
There's another way on the other side. Where am I?
Are you stupid, Mr. Holmes? Stop loitering and go and do your job.
Come on, help me, Watson.
This disappearance is intriguing, no? I cannot make head nor tail of it.
Head.
Clothes made of Hessian. Is Stenwick really so miserly?
This disappearance is intriguing, no?
Shut
I cannot
up,
make
Watson.
head nor tail of it.
Do I have to do something with this? Do I have to have these in the right order or something? Oh, right. He and Kimiha. Right. What's that? There's a stack of clothes made. Someone confirmed that always clothes cold. Clothes made of sacks. Made of sacks. Working class. Expensive fabric. Piss off. Honestly, don't even know. Why do they have to disappear? Why have they disappeared fully? Oh.
Are you stupid, Mr. Holmes?
Shut up.
Stop loitering and go and do your job.
Hoping to find some more bloody clues. Or is it just going to be that section? Oh right, I'm at the top of this, I just realised.
Are you stupid, Mr. Holmes? Stop loitering and go and do your job.
I can't do my job. So that's just stuck, so that must be the right thing, eh? And these can all be unpinned. What have I got to like... I don't understand. So that looks like him. His position. I'm just holding his hands up. Oh, did he smoke himself out? Why is it all like... Move, Watson! What's that fucking thing in the air? Why is that ball in there? Oh, did they drop that in? Must have dropped it in and then... The cloth. Drop the ball in, drop the cloth. He's over here smelling it. Obviously, yeah, come back in a panic. Fell over. Oh, someone's dragged him out there and fell over. I've got to get the sequence right. Is that what it is? I honestly don't even know. So this could be either someone fell over or... That's thinking he had the opiate or someone chucked the opiate in. Have I got to put these in a correct order then? Move, Watson. I'm chewing tobacco. It's not going to be my guy over here. Yeah, it's going to be... I think it's this. He's going to have the eyeglass and he dropped it when he fell. It's not going to be my guy. I'm just missing more. I'm missing two more up there. Yes. Is there supposed to be a one here? Possibly, like him being dragged out, put onto the cart and wheeled out.
This disappearance is intriguing.
Give me something more than that, Watson. What is this? Yes, I know that. Can't open the oh my days, that was not there before. Piss off, man. Look at all this.
Someone moved a cart to this spot and then took it elsewhere. Can't see it anywhere in the
Fuck
garden.
off. Here we go. Possible. That's what I would say. Right. Usually kept under the rain cover. Ah, that can be helpful. Right, the key is the other one. Ah, I know where the fucking key hook was. There we go. So, do I have to pin them to find these? Because not that key. Key's gone. There we go. We're cooking now. We know how to do it. Took me a while to get there, but I don't think so. Validate that.
Surveilling from afar, the intruder waited for a window of opportunity. When Kimahir went to sleep, the man crept up to the shack and slipped narcotics down the chimney pipe, then blocked it with a cloth. Kimahir inhaled the sedative and fell into a deep sleep. The intruder tried to move him, but the man was heavier than expected. The intruder fell on the sack and dropped his spyglass. In order to transport the servant, he had to use the cart. The final challenge was opening the garden door. Luckily for our intruder, Kimahir had the key in his shack.
Remarkable. It makes total sense.
Thank you, Watson. Haha. I've cracked the case. Finally. Alright, do I mind meld? Oh, there. Notable features of the abductor. I would say the chewing tobacco and the spyglass. And the size 11 boot. Got 2 out of 3 there. What? Please. Oh my god. And then they all go. Where have they all gone? Hey, why do they have to disappear? It really doesn't mean anything.
You'd best have found something by now, gentlemen.
I fear that someone may have spied upon Kimahir. Likely the owner of the spyglass I found earlier. It appears they were watching for some time, as there was an impressive amount of chewing tobacco on the ground.
And your point?
I found the residue of narcotics in Kimahir's brazier. There are several explanations, perhaps your servant's recreational interest, or an attempt at poisoning.
Cut to the chase, Mr. Holmes.
You said that you checked the shack earlier. Did you notice the cart tracks near it? Now, one ought to expect a servant to make regular use of such a thing. Indeed, I would have overlooked the detail were it not for the cart's absence. If, as you say, Kimahir never leaves your estate, then where did it go?
I expect answers from you, Mr. Holmes, not questions.
I won't keep you in suspense any longer, Captain. Kimahir was abducted by the owner of the spyglass. When your servant fell asleep, he slipped a narcotic into Kimahir's brazier to make him sleep even more soundly. In order to carry a man as large as Kimahir, the intruder stole the cart and rolled him right out of your garden.
Now, hold on. All this simply to tell me what I already know? Why haven't you found him yet?
I only arrived a moment ago. It is, frankly, incredible that I have already deduced so much.
Every second you dawdle here, waiting for me to stroke your ego, is another second wasted. I'm not interested in the how, the why, or the who. I am only interested in recovering my investment. Spare me the claptrap, boy, and go and fetch my servant.
Let's not ruffle the feathers.
The point is, Captain, we're telling you this for a reason. The intruder fled through the garden door, and we need a key to follow his trail.
Well, then you should have led with that. Here you go. I hope you'll return soon with good news. And in the meantime, please teach your companion the art of brevity.
Piss off.